3-2-1. John, that must be a hard defeat to bear.
It is. Yeah, we've tried as hard as we can. In simple, basic terms, we've put our best effort in, given everything that we've got. Every player, anybody's shirt that. The subs have come on and had a real good go at it as well. So the whole squad's been trying extremely hard to win the game. And people say that's a given, and it is a given. And we did it last week, and we got beat, and we've done it this week, and we've got beat again. But we've given away, or we've conceded 2 exceptionally soft goals, in my view. There's no good times to do anything, but 2 positive times when we've set off at both halves, and we've put ourselves in a position where we've literally been chasing the game for a large part of the time that we've been on the pitch. But we've tried hard to do that, but you want to be in a position where it's a bit safer and a bit better for you. We haven't been able to do that in either penalty box today.
Yeah, it was a terrible start.
Yeah, terrible start to both halves. 2, as I say, 2 goals that we're extremely upset about. There you go. So that puts us in a chasing position. I've just said that too.
Mark Cousins is buying into the philosophy of the side, throwing the ball to feet, and unfortunately he's gone to David Cotton and just hit it back over into the back of the net. You can't account for that, can you? You can't plan for that.
No, it's a mistake, but you really, I guess when you're starting a game, whatever position you're playing, you really should go safe sides and not try and take chances. I'm sure Mark wasn't taking chances in that. He felt that pass was on and it wasn't on, and we've conceded from it. And so then we've got 2 choices then as a whole group of people. We either drop our heads and disappear, or we stand up and fight. And we stood up and fought, to be fair. So at least the team went off at half-time level, but also went off with a lot of pride restored.
Yeah, a decent first half and a decent equaliser. I think a goal from Magnus Kungai.
Yeah, and to be fair, we've done that at the second goal against us as well. We think, here we go, that was the second half going to be, and we've stood up again and come back. And I feel for the team a little bit today, because we've lacked a wee bit of quality. I accept that, but at the same time, as I say, we've chased a game that we really ought to have done better in.
Because you responded to the first setback well, I thought, but I suppose the manner of the second goal, the timing of the second goal, it seemed to kill you off.
No,
Do you think you played better in the second half than I guess I did? I thought you were much better in the first half than in the second.
Yeah, but we didn't disappear. That's the point I'm saying. We've started all over again. We've suddenly conceded a goal we don't want to do, and then we've had to come back again. And towards the end of the game, we've chased it on, made some alterations to the lineup, and tried to get forward and tried to get on there. So we've had a go at it. If we'd dropped shoulders, we'd have been looking at a 4 or 5-1, and we didn't do that.
He certainly did. Dean Saunders, just listened to him saying how unlucky you've been all season, and unlucky again today. He said you could be top 6, you could bottom the table. John, how do you feel about that?
I feel Dean's got a point, but then luck and that comes with different things. We have been unfortunate, but if we maintain, as I say, the spirit of the team today, the spirit of the team last Saturday, and what we've shown in pretty much all the games apart from that second half at Tranmere, then we give ourselves the best chance of coming back into football matches and starting to win again. So one thing we've said over the last 2 weeks when we've lost on the Saturday is we need a game in the week, and we've now got one. I've just said that to the team. If they have a go at that one like they've had a go today, they give themselves a good chance of winning the game. It's easy to support a winning team and be with a winning group, whether you're a player or a supporter or a manager like myself. The tough bit is sort of toughing it out, if you like, when things are difficult. You can walk away from it, or run away from it, or hide away from it, or boo or cheer or shout, whatever you want to do. The tough thing is to stand up and fight and believe in what you're doing. And you've got a group of players that will stand up and fight and believe in what they're doing.
And you've got Crawley on Tuesday. I think beat Preston today, and it'll be a good start to the season. It's not going to be easy against them in any way.
They'll be saying exactly the same.
It won't be easy, but you've got a big motivating job to do for Tuesday. I know you're saying the players want a game, but it's going to be difficult on Tuesday. It's the worst start in something like 25 years, John. No wins in the opening 6 games in the league.
Yeah, well, what I won't do is I won't speak to them like you've just spoken to me, with your head in your shoulders, and I'll have my head high and I'll be talking to the players in exactly the same way, and I'll try not to be as despondent as you are.
It's hard to be really positive when you've had so little success, even if you have had very little luck.
Well, okay, yeah, fine, you're going to continue being despondent, that's entirely up to you. I'll look at the side where we've had 16 shots and they've had 10, we've had 24 crosses and they've had 12. I think that's quite positive, and I'll stick with that and I'll work with the team. So you try not to come down to my training ground and upset people, and I'll go there with a smile on my face and work hard towards the next game. Brilliant, thanks a lot.
Upsetting anyone, John, thanks very much.
That's lovely, thanks. Off you go.
So, John, your message really is keep your heads up, really, isn't it?
Absolutely. We've done it. We've done that today. We did it after last Saturday. Last Saturday was a kick, as I say, 88 minutes, and we've done that. We've come out with 2 major blows against us in terms of the goals, bad times, but we've come out and we stood up and had a real good go at it, and the players have done that. I can't get them to do any more. We can improve the quality. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying that the quality is good enough in both penalty boxes, it wasn't, but the effort and the attitude towards it has been fine.
2 soft goals though, and it's difficult to come back from that because your team aren't scoring goals now.
No, that's what I said, both boxes we need to improve upon, and if we can do that, then we'll start winning games. That's something, as I say, we keep the attitude, we keep the approach, improve the quality, then things will get better for us.
One of the pluses was Gavin Massey, I suppose, coming in, you gave him a start. I mean, he did well.
Yeah, he did very well. Gavin's a young guy, wants his chance, wants to come and play. He hasn't had a lot of football or a lot of training in pre-season, so we were worried whether he could get 90 minutes in, to be fair, but he stayed there and he was a threat all afternoon, so that's a plus and that's a good sign for a young man to come in on a performance that has not been as strong as we'd like it to be, but he's had his head up and he's done very well.
I mean, turning points, I mean, Mark has been hitting the bar, it isn't really falling for you at the moment, is it?
That was a great move as well, wasn't it? And the little step over with Henderson and Sears prior to that, and Freddie's on a 1v1 and the keeper's made a good save. So, we're all working at it. Even you guys are working at it and trying to find some decent things out the afternoon. Yeah, you've agreed now. See, even my roving reporter's smiling now and he's thinking it's not run too bad. So I've got to maintain that. It's difficult for me as well as it is for everybody else. But I've got the opportunity to work with these players on Monday and try and improve it for Tuesday. And for me, that's a good thing. That's fine. We'll have a go. They want to work. I want to work with them, and Monday's an important day that we come in without feeling sorry for ourselves and we have a good go at it. And if we can get the right result or get a bit of favour in our direction, then hopefully the supporters, the players will go happy on Tuesday. And that's what we've got to try and do.
I guess when you are getting on top, you're not managing to cash in and get that goal, are you? Because you are on top of games.
Yeah, we've done that. As I say, we've had a lot of crosses, twice as many as our opponents today. We've had 50% more stock shots on goal, but the quality's not been as good as we'd like. So we maintain what we're trying to do, and as I keep saying, work harder at the quality, try and improve that, then we give ourselves a better chance.
So you don't see that changing massive things? You think it's nearly there?
Can't change massive things. I can't bring any other players in. The budget's used up. This is the group of players I've got. I've only got maybe a couple more in the squad, and they're 17 years of age, and maybe not a good time to throw them at it. So this group's got to recover and come back out of it themselves, and with myself in charge of them. So that's what we've got to try and do.
Well, last season you finished 10th in the league, John. It's a very similar squad to last year, so I'm sure.
Yeah, I seem to recall, when we added Marcus Bean and Clinton Morrison and Freddie Sears to it, people were happy with that. And I was happy with that. We lost some good players because of the budget cuts and things like that. But at the same time, I just said I look around this dressing room and I've got players in here that are very, very capable of picking things up and going on a run. And we've got to try and do that. I've got to believe in that. And that's what I've asked them to do. So whatever they do now, I'm not going to bring them in tomorrow. I've never done training as a punishment. They need a recovery, and they need the same attitude towards everything on Monday morning, and that's what we'll do. Yeah, keep going. Well, do exactly what I've tried to do with my players. Keep going, because if we can get a result and get it right, they'll join in with that. And as I said, the toughest thing to do is to support your team and when it's not going very well. So that's a tough thing for them too. It's easy to complain and have a grumble, and I'm the same. I'm no different to them. But I'm trying hard, as I say, to stay with my sort of focus on trying to win the next football match. And hopefully they'll come back again. I thought their support was good today. They get frustrated the same as I do when it hits the bar or just don't quite get the last bit we want. But in the main, they've stayed with the team, and that's what I asked them to do on Tuesday, the same way that the team will stay with them. And I think that's important. It's not just about one group, it's about all of us, both players and supporters, of sticking together. And when we do come through it, we can all feel we've played our part.
You said it's a good thing that you've got this game on Tuesday. Another home match, you don't want to dwell too much on the defeat.
Well, we can't, can we? Because as soon as they're going on Monday, I just said it. Games that you've had, and they're just there for experience. The games that have come are there to be enjoyed and taken on, and that's exactly what I've got to try and do with my team. They'll be fine. They'll be okay. Joe and I and everyone in the backroom staff will have to work at it as well. So, and then on Tuesday, get the supporters in behind the team and the team playing well, and suddenly all things can change quickly in football.
I think it's your first time defeat since January.
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a long time, isn't it? Since
Yeah, it has, and I don't like it anymore, but it just shows that we're pretty strong in this department, in this football ground, and we've got to try and do that again, as I say, in the next football game on Tuesday night. That's it. Thanks, fellas.